What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite wrestling podcast. It is the Monday Night Wave, baby. We back. I believe this is episode 73, I think. We're going to get into this new episode. Is going to be our Money in the Bank episode. But before we get into that, shout out to everybody who's watching or listening. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, you name it. On the block, through the cassette tapes, wherever you're hearing it, I respect it. Yeah, we got cassette tapes coming.
Hold on. No. If you listen to it somehow, if you listen to digital audio on a cassette tape, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
I would call you smart for the impending EMP when the sun explodes. You're gonna be good. You'll be able to still listen to us.
For sure. Got us on VHS. What you talking about?
Keep us alive forever.
Pop that joint in.
Eternity. Put us in a time capsule.
But before we get into all that, I go by Jay, aka the Lonely One, aka Podbreaker, Pod Some Reed, Jacob Pod 2, Podman Page, Maxwell, Podwell Friedman, because I pod better than you, you know it. You know what time it is, bro. It's time for us to get up out of here. But before I pass it off, we're back. The trio is here. It's a full fucking show today, people. We have everybody here in full effect. And with that being said, I'm going to throw a no-look pass. Actually, roll that back. Forgot my last nickname. My bad. Misrespected Jumper is in the building. My bad. I almost forgot about that.
What the Halliburton? Tyrese
Burden or Burden, nigga. What Tyrese Burden? You know what you saw? Yes, nigga, we in here. All right.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna swing to my boy, the heroic one, Mr. H. Go ahead and take it away from here.
Mr. H.
It's the wild card, baby. You dig? He is a wild card. He is the king of gorgeous. He is Mr. Sexy Ass Lottery. His name is 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah. Hero. And I am he. And I'm glad to be back. You can put your headphones back on as I pass it on to Mr. Still Your Oblela. That's UDT. The tribal meat. What
the hell is going on?
That intro was as bad as the Carter 6.
You didn't even listen to it yet.
I don't gotta listen to it. It's the information age. I can take the analytics from everybody that has said it.
And you gotta do your own research, bro. My eyes tight like ding dong, bro.
That is a terrible bar. I saw that shit. I heard that shit. It was like, no.
It's absolutely the worst.
That's the awful bar.
Bruh.
This is the guy who gave us alphabet pussy, and he came up with that. Nah, it's not the same man.
Fucking like a wrestler, Brock Lesnar. You dig?
No. That was terrible too. Jesus Christ. This can't be the Wayne I know. Wheezy F. No.
Bro, there's no fucking way. All right. I can't even do it, man. It's your boy, the third Mike. That's right, baby. It's the OTC of the Monday Night Wave podcast, the other co-host, the clairvoyant one, the truth seeker and sayer, the ghostwriter, aka the Quentin Miller of the WWE writing room. And ladies and gentlemen, I myself was also unaware of the writing plans at the end of the show, which we'll get to later. But it's your boy, DT.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause for DT. Yes, the Mac Main of our pod. Yes, Mr. Mac. My bad.
That's insane. Mac Main. I can't even be gutta. Like I can't be gutta, bro. I gotta be Mac Main.
Holler at me, Miley Cyrus.
No, because that next line is wild.
I exchanged V calls with I was like, whoa. That did not age well at all, bro.
None of
that aged well.
Neither did him telling Miley Cyrus to holler at him in like 5 years either.
Like there's a
we used to get away with some shit.
We didn't know no better.
Yeah, we got away with some shit in the early 2000s that was not okay. And niggas was screaming that out the window. They were screaming that out the window. Oh my god.
Okay.
Real quick, before you get started,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you guys know a couple of things. One, the bill for Private Eye Lars, that was pretty expensive. We're going to have to figure out a way to divvy up some of that. I personally believe that because Hero was the one missing, he's got to put up at least 2/3 of the bill on that. Second thing, he does have a retainer. He does have a retainer fee. So we're going to have to pay that as well. And then also, because he was successful in finding Hero, I was told by Private Eye Lars that I had to let everyone know that if they ever had any problems or issues, that you can find him on Instagram at Lars, simply LARS at Lars. So there's that.
Yeah. And if he makes it funny, you better haha, because he'll charge you for that too.
That shit was funny. on the edit back, nigga. That shit was fucking funny as fuck. All right, news. Very short week, almost no news, but you know we still got to talk about it. Mariah May debuted in NXT this week.
Who debuted?
Completely surprised. Mariah May, the Glamour.
We don't know her name.
We don't know her name yet.
Yeah.
Yet, you know, but the Glamour did debut in NXT much earlier than I expected. I thought it was going to be an Evolution like thing. No. Wasted no time. She is here and going directly for the NXT Women's title. Shout out to Mariah May, or formerly known as Mariah May.
She walked right through the door, the forbidden
Straight
door.
through the door. Nothing. No
All right,
on to the next one. On to the next. It's all right. This one. I'm curious to see how we feel. Mr. DT. Karrion Kross has no contract yet. He has no news of a new contract. He's in his contract year. They say it's supposed to be expiring pretty soon here. Do we have any thoughts, feelings, opinions on Karrion Kross not being signed? Because you would think that at some point they would have approached him and let's extend this contract. Karrion Kross is an amazing talent. Haven't seen a lot of him wrestling, hence the push Karrion Kross signs, but he's still a great talent. He is the true architect.
You know,
Puppeteer.
That is a fact. He is a true architect.
Puppeteer.
He also is a foreseer as well. He tends to see things before they happen. He is a harbinger of doom. With all that said, if you would have asked me this question yesterday, I would have said it's looking shaky. But after tonight's events, I will say a little bit of my faith has been restored in the process. So we will see what happens. I think it will be foolish if you have had this amount of steady support for the last 6 months for a character who you haven't even put on television in a match aside from AJ Styles match. The pops he's getting on the main event, so the pre-show matches are insane. The pops he's getting on backstage segments with Sammy, etc., are insane. So I'm gonna say we're gonna trust the process and pull a line from Hero and let it play out.
Let it play out, indeed. You got anything you want to add on, Hero?
No, not really. I think based off the reactions he's been getting, they'll more than likely resign him. Just because he hasn't resigned just yet doesn't mean they won't resign him. It came out that the day Alexa showed up is when she got the resign or some shit like that when they finally negotiated the contract. So sometimes it's last minute, sometimes it's ahead of schedule. I don't think we have anything to worry about right now. And if we did,
they have signed some people last minute.
And if they did choose not to re-sign him, he's been getting such a buzz. I'm sure TK or TNA or somewhere else would love to give him some zeros to be like, all right, clearly people like you, come over here. So, so either way, I think it'd be fine. But I'm assuming he's going to stay. So,
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Robert Kazar is all elite, I'll be watching a lot more AEW programming.
Fair. Um, side note or side question, since we don't have a lot of news today. During Money in the Bank, it came out that Mania is confirmed for Vegas again. How do we feel about running it back twice? Doubling down, I think, is what he said.
Double or nothing.
So,
double or nothing.
which is a great Vegas term. Double down on your stakes. Go back and see if you can do it again. However, I feel like it's a slap in the face.
I'm so excited that they changed the colors for the logo. That's all I got. Same logo, same city, same buildings, same event. As long as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not involved, it'll probably be a better Mania.
I really want to go to like a sports betting book and bet that The Rock will be there. I don't know how much or what the over-under is, what the odds are. But putting like a little $5 down and like Rock's probably going to show up in some form.
We'll see what these
way.
3 movies look like.
He just need to. I think he got a second A24 movie too, besides Scorsese. So he just need to go and do that. Just go do that, bro. Go be the thespian you worked so hard to be over the last 20 years.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. No, that's the proper response.
No, that's crazy. That's nuts.
I was going to say that's funny.
That's the proper response. Exactly what you just did.
I mean, he's working because he's working a lot of hours. But as far as the roles that he took, I don't know how hard he was working per se. But yeah, he hasn't made a good movie since The Rundown, in my opinion.
Ooh, that's tough. I could probably
The
throw out a
Rundown's
couple.
his best role.
Rundown?
The Rundown's his best role ever.
None of the Fast movies he didn't.
Fast Five was
This motherfucker
Fast Five
he
was
flexed
fire.
and broke a cat. No,
Fast Five was fire, bro. We not about to do that.
Hold on,
I'm sure the movie was fire, but
And he was cold. Hobbs is cold, bro.
Hobbs is a cold. Okay.
Moana?
Hobbs is cold. Hobbs is cold, bro. He is. He is, bro.
I'm saying no to the Moana part.
No to Moana?
I mean, no, it made a lot of money
crazy.
and stuff, and obviously it's about to get a live
But wasn't
action.
it a good film?
I didn't say it wasn't a good film. I'm just saying The Rundown. That's his best film.
That's his best.
That's his best
It's The
character.
Rundown.
The best character he's ever played. The most believable character he's ever played.
Because he was a cook that didn't want to touch guns, and then he
was actually acting in the movie. He was actually acting.
He was acting in Get Shorty when he was the gay cowboy.
Be Cool?
Okay, yeah, he was acting.
Be Cool was great.
Yeah, he was really good.
Be Cool.
Yeah, Be Cool.
And
Cool was
he was
great.
really good in Pain and Gains as well. But I'm still going with The Rundown.
You didn't like him as a coach? As the
Gridiron Gang was
for
fire,
life,
bro. Gridiron Gang was fire, bro.
Between that and Longest Yard, I chose Longest Yard.
Oh, you're drunk as fuck. You smoking tweeds.
Bro, it had Goldberg and Stone Cold in there. And the Great Khali.
That's how a white man runs a football. Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Where
do you think
He
Christian
was
McCaffrey got it
Hercules.
from?
We got to put some more respect on his name.
No, we're not doing that.
No, Hercules.
We're not doing that. And also, wait, hold on. The Scorpion King was fire. That was fire. That was fire.
For what it was at that time,
that was fire.
It was fire. It's not his best role, but
listen.
Yeah.
What was that Jay-Z line? You made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. He took one line and made it a whole movie, nigga. Like, put some respect on.
That was the whole
goal.
They was like, we're gonna build a spinoff on this, and they did, to the point where it just went straight to Redbox.
No, it didn't. That shit was in theaters, nigga.
No, the first one was, and then they like try to like add more people because Batista was one of the Scorpion Kings at some point. Eventually, like they tried to make that a franchise.
They turned it into like the Marine and shit. But that ain't. We talking about.
Scorpion King came in with a budget of $60 million and made $180.
Yeah, bro.
Back in 2002.
That shit was fire, bro.
I'm not going bands for. I'm saying The Rundown's his best film to me.
And Walking Tall. Hold on. Walking Tall was even better than The Rundown to me. Yeah, Sean William Scott provides some comedic relief and it's funny. Here's the thunder, here's the lightning. That was funny, but Walking Tall was fire.
Yeah, don't forget Rosie O'Dawson and Christopher Walken. They swim in the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm
He's
looking
like,
at
not my
his
punto.
filmography.
Not my.
bro. If you no, bro, the Rock's movies from like 2002 to like 2006. That's what made him believe he didn't need wrestling. Soon as that nigga got those movies, whatever movies he did in that time frame, bro, were heat. And then that's when
Not
he's
all
like,
of them
"Oh yeah, I
because
don't
he
need
had
to."
not all of them because he had the terrible Doom movie. He had the
That
movie when he was a tooth fairy or whatever.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
the
a
other
Disney
Tooth Fairy.
movie, bro. What are you talking?
Tooth Fairy gets hits.
That's a Disney
That's a lot
movie,
of people's
bro.
favorite
I don't
like
even
rock
know if that
movie.
was
Tooth
Yeah,
Fairy.
bro.
but I don't
And
know.
he
If
was
that
like wasn't he like a babysitter too or something? He was
no,
a
that was a
babysitter at
Triple
one
H.
point.
But there was one where he's a football player and like he all of a sudden has a daughter. That might be the one we're just thinking of.
Oh, maybe my bad. I'm getting those two mixed. I think that's the movie I'm thinking of. It's not Tooth Fairy.
Listen, this podcast is not about The Rock, but I'm gonna say this. My
It's the
point,
game plan. That's what it's called.
yeah, that's what's called. My point is any movie that Dwayne did, you could toss out Doom because we ain't counting that. From 2002 to 2007, right in that window, those were the movies that made him believe he didn't need wrestling. Soon as he got buff again and wanted to become an action hero, shit got shaky. But you Walking Tall, Rundown, Gridiron Gang, Scorpion King, nigga, he went
Cool.
be cool. He went 5 for 5. You just talked about a nigga going 5. He went 5 for 5. But
Yeah,
Technically,
but the run that was the best one. That's my point. I didn't
I'm
say
taking
that. I didn't say.
I'm
Look,
taking Walking Tall. That casino sequence, yeah, nah. He was whooping ass. He took a 2x4 and beat them niggas ass. I'm running with the 2x4 over double shotguns. Actually, that
bro,
sounds crazy.
no, the
No,
double
that sounds
shotgun
crazy
scene was
saying out
fucking
loud.
fire because he pumped
It
him
was.
just like using his armpits, bro. That scene was heat, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it
that
was.
shit-
Listen, I took it back. I said it was a little
And then
crazy.
he
I
fought
did.
not Tony Jaa, but he fought the small Filipino dude, bro. That flippy nigga, bro. That shit was hot. That shit was fire.
Assert your dominance. Assert your dominance.
you gotta run. Like you said, that 2002 run, bro. Scorpion King, Rundown, Walking Tall, Be Cool, Doom, Southland Tales, Gridiron Gang, The Game Plan, Get Smart, Race to Witch Mountain, Planet 51 is all from 2002 to 2009.
Planet 51. That's his first voice acting movie. I don't remember that one that much.
It's his first voice acting role. That could be what it was. Those first 7 years, he was like, I don't need to wrestle no more.
Yeah, bro. Look. You see what I'm doing at the box office? I'm the next Will Smith. And then he took a right turn somewhere and shit went left. Like it just went bad.
I don't know because like in 2010, other guys, which is solid.
Nigga, he was in there for 2 minutes.
It's
It
true,
was good,
true.
it was
good.
pretty good for those.
He had a movie called Faster. I didn't see that. Fast Five.
Wait. Faster was about his son being some juvenile delinquent racing in the streets.
Yeah,
That's
I think that
probably
was the
what
one that had Zero as his child. Like Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that got him into Fast Five. Fast Five was fire. And then when he left or came back for 7, 8, whatever the fuck, them shits was fire. Those were
You got a
fire.
movie named Snitch.
Yeah, it's about a nigga snitching. And he got to save.
Snitch.
He got to save his son.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe was
Why
ass.
he always gotta save it like a child? What is going on? Why is this the plot for the Rock's movies?
Because,
you gotta
bro,
save somebody.
I mean, it's kind of a shtick. Like Harrison Ford always like lost his wife or some shit. Like Jason Statham is going to kick somebody.
Liam Neeson always lost his daughter or some bullshit.
Well, I mean, that was a particular
crazy.
franchise. He used to be a comedian actor.
Who?
Liam Neeson, and then he did. Remember the movie? Oh damn it! What is it called? Oh man, it was a superhero film where he got burned up and he wore a hat. Oh man, that shit was badass. What is it called? We need to talk about wrestling, but
not my Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, technically, he wouldn't want you either. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not gonna get into that. Not gonna get into that one.
Yeah. Hey, the Gray was fire. Anyway, all right.
The Gray was movies. Cool. Although I didn't see it, I wanted to see him fight the wolves more.
Nigga, one man trying to fight a pack of wolves.
Yeah, that was the whole plot of the movie. Dark Man. That was the name of the movie. You guys see that movie? He's like burned up and shit. Oh, bro, that was Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson in a movie called Dark Man.
A movie called Dark Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was 1990, and then they did another.
I got
one
a joke. I'm
1991.
just gonna hold it.
No, I got it for you. He don't like dark men. So what we talking about? What we talking about? We ain't gonna hold no jokes. Nigga. Fuck that nigga, bro.
Say, yeah, we're gonna put you in a movie called Dark Man. Is there gonna be any Dark Man? No, just you.
He said, okay. Yep, I got it.
All right, good. Oh, fuck. Okay. Enough of that. My bad, y'all. We are a wrestling podcast. So, Money in the Bank kicks off with the women's Money in the Bank match off rip. We got Roxanne, Naomi, Rhea, Julia.
Sorry to cut you off. Did you want to talk about 4-Hour Fighter Fest at all, real quick? Since we don't have that much news.
I mean, technically we can. I
was
watched
just
like
asking you.
an hour and a half of like Fighter Fest. I didn't watch like the entire thing.
Okay, well then never mind. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see if you.
Did you have something you want to say?
No. I mean, no, not really. I mean, they finally confirmed Okada and Kenny, so that's what's up for All In.
Yeah.
What else happened? That's pretty much the most important thing, I guess. Oh, and then we're gonna get Swerve versus Ospreay in Portland. Are you going to that show?
I'm trying to figure that out. The new job work schedule is kind of crazy. But if I can, that would be dope to like pop in and see that. I'm just mad that like if I get off work to go see it, TK might open the goddamn show with that, and I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, no, I feel
That's a TK move. He's not going to TK. You don't know if it's going to be the main event or he going to like hold that for the beginning. You have no idea. But if I make it there and that match already happens, I'm going to be pissed.
Right.
If you make it there,
Anywho.
if you make it there and you don't have a hoodie on, you wasted your money.
The hoodie?
Yes, the hoodie or the shirt. Don't do that. The Monday Night Wave merch coming soon. Nigga, stop playing.
Nigga, it's about to be like 95. You want to wear a hoodie?
You're
You go out there with the guy. What?
you're inside.
You think I'm the nigga with the sign at the pizza place, just throwing this bitch up, just sweating this motherfucking? No, nigga.
You're inside the stadium, inside an arena,
And I gotta be outside after the show ends.
yeah. So you take it
What are you
off.
talking about?
It's an article of clothing. You take it off. I'm
This nigga want me to
confused.
go in with the merch, with the hoodie, in 95-degree weather.
I-
I get it.
I would-
see.
If I was
see.
going,
This
I
nigga
would
just
do
think
it.
That, like, this nigga just think shit's sweet. Think that I could just sit in there and pass out. I refuse to be the stanky nigga that y'all was talking about. When y'all
Well,
went to Raw.
I'm pretty. I'm pretty sure you would be much more concerned about your smell than Buddy. I'm pretty sure it's in your DNA. It's a genetic code.
This nigga said that nigga was stinking. Oh, that's funny.
He had the whole section covered in green. This shit was like the fear toxin.
Oh, fuck. All right, my bad. Okay. Women's Money in the Bank match. Julia, Stephanie, Naomi, Rhea, Bliss, and Roxanne. Yeah, in this Women's Money in the Bank match to open up the show. Started off slow for me, but then slowly picked up. I do like the aspect of like, yo, we gotta like fuck Rhea up. We can't allow her to like get her shit off. So much so that there was a spot where like they just dogpiled her in like ladders,
Yeah.
which I was like,
Yeah,
smart move for sure.
that move scared me.
Why?
Because while I was watching, I'm like, great. This means she gonna lay down and be rested for the whole match, and then go pop up towards the end and take the briefcase. So I was like, I was hot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a spot, like a couple of spots earlier where Rhea, like, I think she had like a 3-on-1. I think it was like Julia, Roxanne, and Naomi, where she was just going crazy. And I was like, okay, this is probably where we're going here. Especially after like we've been talking about for weeks how we wanted Naomi to win the briefcase. I was like, please don't rob her of this goddamn moment. But that wasn't the case here. But inside the match, we had Roxanne's moonsault was fire. We had the half German suplex from Julia to Naomi. That was fucking dope in here. Bliss took a nasty little gut buster on the ladder. Like the women was doing their thing. I think people wanted like tables and whatnot. I don't think there was a table spot during this match.
No,
but I thought it was solid. I enjoyed this match at all. I enjoyed this match, and shout out to Vakir for wrestling 3 matches in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking crazy.
Put her ass to work.
Yeah.
She,
Did
you were in like GM mode in like SmackDown. And they have no fatigue, like no energy. Like,
Yep.
sit her down. Sit her down for 2 weeks. She's good, yo. Like, let her rest up.
Yeah, no, she's a worker. They clearly like her. They clearly trust her. Yeah, I watched Worlds Collide. It was a really good show. I don't know if
I
there's
need to check that.
I don't know if there's a playback. I'm sure there is. But yeah, every
I mean,
match,
it's on YouTube.
yeah,
It's
every
right
match was fire. The main event was Vikingo and Gable went off, and then the Fatal 4-Way they went off
there, as
too.
expected.
Yeah, but back to the women's match. The women's match was it was absolutely fire. There was
Wait, time out.
what's up?
Time out. Did you enjoy Iguana Man?
Love Iguana Man. Push Iguana Man. I need it.
Push Iguana Man.
I'm very pro Iguana Man.
Okay, we're pro Iguana Man.
I'm very pro Iguana Man.
And the suplexing of the iguanas,
That shit.
it made you pop. It was hard. Pause. Crazy word.
That was funny.
That was kind of crazy.
It was a little funny.
That was crazy.
Yep.
Hey, talking about iguana and shit is hard. Pause. My bad. Iguana got a pop. Pause. Fuck. God damn. Anywho.
Is this about fucking Godzilla? Where are we going here?
Jesus Christ. Not there. So Iguana, man, did his thing. The crowd loved it. Everybody was into it. You liked the reaction to it. I saw they put his merch out and everything like that as well.
Yeah, they have a bunch of people's shirt. Pretty much everyone who was on the show has a shirt out on this site.
My point with this is it's a callback because when we talked about the Windex spot, you were like, I don't know how you can pop for that. Everybody has their thing.
Yes,
this is your thing. The Iguana Man is a pop. It was not a comedic act, but it was like something to interact with the fans, something to make people enjoy.
Yeah, no, I'd call it a comedic spot. Very, it's similar to like Santino's Cobra. I don't know.
The Cobra.
I see where you're going. I'll give you that. All I said, I just didn't like the ball. I'm done.
it.
I'm over the bald spots, and I didn't like the Windex shit because again, I'm not letting someone put kitchen cleaner on my head. I'm beating your ass. But I like.
You said you're over. You said you're over the bald spots.
Yes, there we go. I am over them though.
I see what he did there. He think he me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Getting back to the women's match, was there any takeaways that you guys had?
Yeah. So I was going to say, there were certain points to like what DT was saying, like when Rhea was resting for a bit, was like, oh man, that might, that's setting up for this and that. There was a few times I also felt like that, but then I kind of like calmed down because like that was like a 40-minute-ish match, like, and all the women got their shit in. They all got some cool spots. I mean, we've already named a couple spots, but like, everyone. There was a moment where everyone was getting their shit in, and it didn't. To me, it didn't seem predictable who was going to win. Everyone wanted Naomi to win, which she did. Super happy for that. Like I was screaming in my apartment. But I thought it was a good show. They didn't make it too obvious or anything, and all the women got their shit off. They all looked good. They all got a reaction coming out to the ring. Also, like people are starting to react to Roxanne. Julia's getting a reaction. Mm-hmm. It all looks up for the women's division. That's for sure. And there was a thing that Pat said, and I was like, I see what you did there, because it was in the very beginning, and I forgot who was in the ring, but it was like one of the new people versus, I think it was all the old people versus the newer people, and they like got him off, and he's like, the OGs are trying to handle the young bucks there. And I was like, I see what you did there. That was definitely a Young Buck reference, but anyway, good match.
It's possible. It could be. I think I missed that, but
it was,
I wouldn't put it past Pat.
Yeah, it was a little.
I wouldn't put it past a little shot. So Naomi wins. Do we have early predictions of where we want her to go? Any early thoughts of how you want to see this happen? I say this because I was watching a little bit of the pre-show before we started potting, and there was I think they asked Becky a question about Naomi winning the briefcase and her going after the IC, and I immediately scrunched my face up. Don't waste Naomi's cash in on the mid card. I will crash the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I don't think they will. I think they might. They might tease it, just because
Don't do that.
I don't think they will. I truly don't think they will. I feel like they know people would be mad with that, and that you're just wasting Naomi's like character run that's been going on, which I feel like is one of the reasons she won. But I feel like they will tease it just because even with the men, they've teased that before. I mean, I think Austin Theory cashed in on the U.S. So I wouldn't be surprised if they like tease it. But
Yeah,
I don't think she will.
The world heavyweight or WWE champion, like that's where we want the ball to be. And to be honest, I hope they hold it for a minute just so we can get the production on like the caution briefcases. I think that's a hot seller to do that.
Yeah.
If we don't see the briefcases in production, that's going to let me know something. That we're looking at like a quick cash in at some point, sometime. Because if you're not capitalized off of merch, which WWE is known for doing, you're kind of telling me something's about to happen, and I don't want that to be the case. Give her the full run, the little briefcase. Give her the fucking pump fakes, all that shit. Like, give her the full Money in the Bank run. Just maybe not for an entire year, 9 months, 10 months.
I got some bad news, fellas.
Can you say that like
bad news? I got bad news not because I want to deliver it, but I think in terms of character work, I do think all right, this is how I would potentially look at booking it. One of two ways. I think you'll get Jade and Bianca in the Queen of the Ring tournament. I see Naomi popping up in that to either potentially be a distraction or interfere, to continue to thread the line there. But I believe that Naomi will potentially be the first woman to not successfully cash in. And the reason why I believe that will happen is because I think it further pushes her character. Do I want that to happen? No.
Fuck no.
But do I believe it is a strong possibility? Yes. Not one, because they literally just said on the post show, yeah, it's 100% success rate for women with the cash in, yada yada yada. That was the first
You
thing.
don't foreshadow stats like that.
Yeah, but they say that every year.
That was the first thing that tipped me off. The second thing is for her to go deeper and even darker than where she's at, because you're starting to you're seeing her with the facial expressions even more now. Immediately when she got the briefcase, she did that pose, which was super like demented, super fire. But I believe she might be the first woman to unsuccessfully cash in.
So, yeah, I don't know how to say this without spoiling. When we get there, I guess people already know at this point. Do we think that, because on the flip side of that, we think that Seth is going to have a successful cash in?
I think he has a higher chance of being screwed over than Naomi does.
That's what I'm thinking too, and I doubt that. We run two of them that don't successfully cash in. I think if anybody can take the hit on not cashing in, it would be him,
and
he would be fine.
Yeah, and I also believe that both of these characters have a chance to milk cashing in. And similar to how I feel like Seth has the higher chance to being screwed because of like Punk or Sammy, I think Naomi has the higher chance to milk it because of the said possible new briefcase, like you said. So I could see what DT's saying. Like at some point, there is going to be a woman that fails, or maybe they never. I mean, who knows? Right. Maybe they keep it Undertaker for a long time, Undertaker streak. But at some point, a woman will lose. I'm not sure. I can see it. Obviously, I can see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I would hope it doesn't happen, especially just the outrage, just based off what we had the last week, just with a possible release or an actual release that turned into something else. I don't having the only second black person to ever win a briefcase, and then being I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they want those optics, but then again, it's also wrestling.
I mean, they don't.
Yeah, but he gets called racist like every 2 weeks, So I just don't know if he wants the optic. He gets called Triple K like literally every 2 weeks. So I don't know if they want the optic, but I can definitely see it. But if I had to choose between the two, Seth I feel like is more likely to be the one that gets screwed out of it.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna just focus on Naomi and not Seth right now.
Mm.
Would you rather her cash in on, because right now it's Tiffany. We don't know who's going to take the belt off of Tiffany because they're continuing to build her. I thought she was going to lose it recently, not WrestleMania, but in her most recent match. If it's not Tiffany holding the belt, who would you be okay with Naomi losing the cash into that has the belt?
EO?
I wouldn't be mad at EO, but then you have her and Jimmy on separate shows. You could always have Jade win the Queen of the Ring, and then Jade beat Tiffany, and then Naomi cashes in on Jade immediately and gets her win back.
I think that'd be the play.
And that was yeah.
I think that would be the play for sure.
Have her cash in at SummerSlam, and then you have Jade only held the title for 40 seconds, and then Naomi gets her pin back.
I mean,
you still have Bianca.
Run Jade versus Bianca.
Yep.
And then Naomi cashes in on one of them. Like, I think that's also a solid play.
Yeah.
That's why, like, my only fear, because Jay, the first thing you said was you want to see the merch. You want to see the merch. But my thing is like having Bianca and Jade potentially meet up in the finals for Queen of the Ring. Naomi comes is a distraction. She's meaning to get back in Bianca's good graces. Jade wins off a distraction. That builds the more division between Bianca and Naomi, and Jade, and you push that to SummerSlam. Whoever has the belt at that moment, we'll just say Jade is the one that's going for the belt. Again, there's that what do you call it? Like flirting with I forgot the term you just used, but the pump fake. She's pump faking on that. Bianca runs out SummerSlam to get back at Naomi for messing up her Queen of the Ring opportunity. That pushes, you're looking at being able to push that potentially to something in October or Survivor Series potentially.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like the play is, at least what I'm connecting between all three of us, is that having her cash in either on Jade or Bianca, but still remain, the title picture has to remain in that triangle of Cocoa Butter Combat Club.
Yep.
Like at some point. This next match, I think it got announced during the AAA show.
Yeah, it was after the first match.
So we got Dom versus Octagon Jr., which I had to do some research. I started looking up. I was like, okay, Octagon Jr. looks a lot like Penta. Pentagon is like, there has to be some kind of connection here. And I think what I got is that Octagon is the protagonist to Penta's antagonist. So like in that the Lucha world, they're characters. So Octagon is the hero, Penta is the bad guy. That's how that works in their history, from what I gathered so far. I was like, he has the same mask. He's like, there has to be something similar here. Overall, though, I thought the match was dope. I enjoyed not a filler, I had to say that, but it was just, a TV match on the PLE, which wasn't bad or nothing like that. Dom is over as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Like
the GOAT, bro. Young GOAT, man. Dirty Dom, baby.
Yep. He's him.
Yeah. It's you got to watch out for him.
You want to hear? I'm gonna share my theory. I shared it with Hero via text. Don't be surprised and you probably won't, but don't be surprised if you see Logan Paul versus Dom Mysterio for either one of those belts, the big belts, down the road, like next year or two.
Ew.
Yeah, you say ew, but that match would be fire. You say ew,
especially,
but
it's not for Dom.
Yeah.
It's not Dom. It's not Dom's not the ew part of that.
Yeah,
it's just Mr. Logan over here. Yeah. But yeah, Dom is over his shit. I liked from the clip I did see of him in AAA. I like the aggression. I like him immediately coming out and saying, "No, we're gonna put the belt on the line." Like. Just not hiding that he's the champion, but I am the champion. I'll put it on the line to fight you. Cool, let's go do this. And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't like a dirty win. Like no
I mean, Liv
interference. I don't think.
Liv slightly distracted.
Kinda.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
a
it wasn't
typical
like
manager distraction where you just talk to referee for a hot second. She didn't like put her
exactly. It
hands
wasn't
on him.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So like we're getting a different version of how Dom is. I hope is how Dom is like finishing matches. So like I'm cool with
and
that.
And then Octagon wrestled earlier, so then it's like you can have that argument where he already wrestled.
You were
so,
tired.
you
Yeah.
It's a loud ass bird.
At this point, we got the fireball on the ladders. Now, I don't. Now you know it was advertisements, man. It's all right. Everybody getting their money. It's cool. It's all right. I just didn't know I needed to have a pop-up blocker for all these damn ads. I did. I just didn't know I needed, like, there was everywhere. There was ads in the ring, turnbuckle posts. I'm hearing that they want to put ads on, like, you know, gear at some point. There got to be a limit, man.
Okay, so
there has to be.
As long as somebody's paying, there ain't.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, so to that, there were a lot of ads. After this whole Prime stuff, and then like this, to me, they've been coming slowly to like getting more and more aggressive with the ads. So it's a little easier for me to kind of block them out, but like not even having a WWE logo in the ring besides on the turnbuckle, that is kind of crazy.
That's a little egregious.
Seeing the Elden Ring thing in there though was also kind of crazy because it's like, I mean, gaming's up. I mean, I don't play Elden Ring, but you know, gaming's up.
Sure. For sure.
But now, as far as the ads on the gear, if it gives the wrestlers an extra bonus, I will be okay with it. If it's not over the top, if it's something similar to Brock Lesnar's Jimmy John's on the shorts, I'm okay with it. Or if it's something as small as on an NBA jerseys, that little biofreeze, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if Jay shows up in like that Slim Jim gear in the commercial, then there's like, it's a little distracting, my guy. But if it gives the talent a bonus, I'm willing to ignore it and be okay with it. Because I remember before Punk left, he had a problem with Lesnar having a Jimmy John's thing because Lesnar was getting, I mean, he was sponsoring Jimmy John's, so Jimmy John's is giving him a check. So he's like, I think the argument was Punk was like, well, then why can't everybody do that type of thing? So if it does give the talent extra money, extra revenue, I'm okay with it. Similar to like shirt merchandise or whatever the hell, I'll be okay with it. I'll ignore it. But if it's literally just TKO getting their own money and whoever the talent is ain't getting an extra cut, then I'll be on the soapbox.
I like this. I like where we're at right now. Okay, let's do this real quick. What advertisement would you have put on wrestlers, past or present? Like just a quick little thought, because in my head I'm sitting here like, damn, Kane with the Frank's Red Hot would have got over. Bro. Like you would have had something with that. Like what I know you got something.
From the top of my
Booker
head.
T with a 5 for 5. Come on, he would have went crazy with that. A 5 for 5 sponsorship by Booker T?
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, nothing's coming to my mind at the moment. But
I'll give you the easiest one, and I'm bowing out because I do not want to participate in this fucking conversation. If anybody is going to be sponsored by or have any kind of merch, Stone Cold Steve Austin needed a Budweiser vest that said SCSA on it, had the Budweiser sign on the back, still in all black, with the fucking skull. That's where I'm at, and I'm gonna stop there. All that other shit, insane.
Yeah, Stone Cold. That one makes the most sense for sure.
It's funny. I literally almost said the same thing. You know, it's that synergy right there. But because some of them just because it could literally be anything. And that's why it's kind of hard to make up funny examples because it literally could be anything. Like it could be. Fucking
Undertaker, Morticians are us.
Morticians,
like
damn.
Paul Bear come out with the urn,
or you saw those Morgan and Morgan thing. Like Liv Morgan could wear something about Morgan and Morgan. Like there's easy puns you can do, or it could literally come out of left field to where like someone you see Drew wearing something about cricket because he was in a cricket commercial. It really depends on how I feel like it really
J.G. Wentworth.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it really depends on how distracting it is. And until it happens, I don't want to like overthink it, but I really feel like it depends on how distracting it is. Because if it's like the NBA jerseys where you just literally see something really small on someone's like knee pad or something, then I don't have a problem with it. I don't care.
The thing with that, to get off of it real quick, is that like when it comes to like the NBA sponsorships and like the patches that they have on the jersey and stuff like that, they negotiate their cuts in business with like unions and shit. So how do you know, okay, if Damian Priest gets this much for the Slim Jim logo, that Tozawa gets the same amount? Like that's where like shit can get like tricky, because how do we know? Of course, Damian Priest is, on TV a lot more. Tozawa's not that level of talent that Damian Priest is, respectfully. Now we run to an issue of, why does he get more money than I do, and we're both wearing the same thing? So
I just thought about something. You put either Bam Bam Bigelow or Viscera in the Big Dogs clothing. Do you remember that clothing line for the big niggas?
That's funny.
Rikishi got Kleenex on one of his belts.
No, he had
Rikishi with like a Charmin like sponsorship.
He would have dude wipes,
bro. Like a dude wipe sponsorship. Crazy, like up with the bread, bro. Like that's solid. One more about the ads, the Cash App ad on the briefcase.
Oh, bro, that made me cry. That's what like
that one actually made me chuckle a little bit. That one actually
sense, but it's like, come on,
that one made me chuckle.
Like,
hey, Money in the Bank, brought to you by, powered by, sponsored by Cash App.
Cash App, nigga. Cash fucking app.
Oh my god.
It's getting a little egregious. It's getting a little out of hand. Like the whole mat's tatted up, bro. Like,
oh my
it's
god.
Just
yeah.
I don't know. But the thing is, wherever there's space, there's opportunity for ads, nigga. Like that's just how it works.
That shit is disgusting.
As unfortunate as it is. From here, we get the Becky Lyra match. Graps. Straight graps.
Real graps.
Real fucking graps. Lyra, I was watching it, and I was like, Lyra has the perfect moveset for in like a couple years. When she does turn heel, it's going to be super effective, because it's a lot of like strongholds, like the leg Boston Crab thing where she had her boot on like Becky's neck and shit like that. Like, her doing that in like a heel perspective is going to be up. Right now, as a babyface, it's like you don't really like it. Doesn't have the effect, but she still is a solid fucking wrestler. They had a great fucking match. Like
it had the effect to me.
I don't have anything negative.
It was like, nah, she hate that nigga, man. She's trying to.
Yeah, I guess true. In this context, yeah. Like in this context, yeah.
But no,
I thought they had a banger.
I can see what you're saying. This match was absolutely fantastic. I honestly, I would put it in the second best match of the day, only because and I'd put Vikingo and Gable maybe ahead of that, as far as like graps and whatnot. But yeah, man. I feel like I spoke on this multiple times, but yeah, Lyra's there. I feel like ever since this feud started, you've seen her growth like immensely, and I feel like that's a testament to her. But it's also, you got to give a shout out to Becky, and this is what she does. She helps elevate talent, and like when she's working with people, like working with Lyra, she finally got in her groove. Granted, technically, she did get finally more promo time. If she had more promo time, she probably would have found the groove a little earlier. But this feud helped her get in the groove to where you could argue she was cooking Becky, or she was just going head to head. The in-ring work was always there, so having matches where she's getting time now, like fans are starting to see, like, oh yeah, no, she's really good in that ring. And she's
hold on. There was multiple caricature faces made by one of us, not me. As you said, Becky elevates talent. So I just want to give Jay the opportunity to expound on some of his faces and his understanding of what it was exactly that he has an issue with in particular. Please
Oh
take
man,
the
no,
floor.
it was allergies, and I got bubble guts. Like that was all the faces. That wasn't nothing crazy, man.
Huh.
My bad.
Well, I
No,
didn't use that particular
Becky
word.
puts everybody over. What you mean?
Yeah, and I didn't use that particular word to throw a shot at any other person.
No. I didn't take it as that. I was. It was more so in the sense of like, what about taking this girl's belt was putting her over?
Well, I mean, this was their third or fourth match, and Lyra's won every time. This is the first time Becky's won, and
Of course, it had to be on the biggest stage that they wrestled on. But go ahead.
That you and your husband had to win. Ooh, on the same night. Ooh,
The Hoganettes.
Hogan X. That is wild.
the Hoganettes is fucking nuts.
That's wild.
But it was more so like, did she need to win the belt to like, put her over? And this given, like, my bad. Respectfully, I understand where they're going with this. Like, you go into Evolution, you're going to need somebody to be a heel with like the belt, and I'm pretty sure Lyra will face her at Evolution. Hopefully, in some kind of like women's Iron Man match or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. The last woman standing.
Can't do that, buddy.
At some point, Bailey got to get involved.
Bailey is back, brother. Bailey, I thought Bailey's music was going to pop at the end of the match.
That's what I thought too. But when? Where? Like
to now, nigga. This week coming up, man. Build to it. You got 4 weeks to build towards Evolution. It's happening. Let Becky come out there and talk her shit, but the GOAT coming back, nigga. Facts, no cap.
So, does Bailey take the belt from Becky?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I hope so. What did
I gotta wash my hands. I killed a gnat.
What did Kodak Black say? Ask me the question again. Ask me the question.
I hope so. Does Bailey take the belt from Becky?
I hope so.
And I was asking the same question too. I was like, "Where is Bailey?" Like, I asked a question like in the Money in the Bank, just not that I want her in the Money in the Bank match, but I was like, "Where the hell is Bailey at?" Like, it's been before Mania. So that's the last time we've seen her.
So for what it's worth, and I'm not a stalker. I just we should side. We should side. I don't know if we should side tangent into that, but I want to because that shit was fucking crazy. Yeah. Obviously, I manage the Monday Night Wave IG page, so I follow a lot of wrestlers. Apparently, either today or sometime this week was Bailey's mother's birthday, so she was celebrating her mother's birthday. So
shout out to that. Shout out to Bailey's mom.
Yeah. Because she posted it during. She actually posted it during the match after Naomi won Money in the Bank.
People were definitely probably wondering, like, where are you at?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yep.
And hopefully, I hope as a professional wrestler, you would post these things when you're already back at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't post these bitches while you out there. Yep. Post them like while you already at the house. That way, people like are not in your shit. Speaking of people in your shit, the motherfucker who was doing that shit to Roxanne should be got. Also, the motherfucker they caught outside the NXT PC, y'all need to be dealt with.
It's just weird, bro. It's weird,
so weird, bro.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Stop.
These people, specifically women, they do not know you exist, my nigga. Pay your money, go see the show, buy some merch, leave it at that. Maybe I wouldn't even say do a meet and greet at this point. Like y'all
you niggas.
Y'all too weird, bro. You too weird, bro. It's not no.
And I'm being dead ass. I don't think I've ever in my life been addicted to like wanting to be next to another person like that I did not know. Like on some Eminem Stan shit. I have never in my life had that kind of connection. Ever.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Insane.
I might have like a slight stint of like an addiction to like Raisin Bran Crunch in like '09, but that was it.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, that's a fair one too. That is a fair one.
Raisin Bran Crunch is a very underrated cereal. Super fire.
That shit is fire.
Super
I don't
underrated.
care what nobody say. I stand on that hill. I'll die on that hill for that. Niggas act like you. Now, if you talk about Raisin Bran and you like, oh, you old, okay, cool. I understand that. But Raisin Bran Crunch,
Crunch,
fire, bro.
Granola
No.
hits.
Oof. With some almond milk.
Nigga,
Oh my god.
here's the thing: is that nigga like at that point in time, I was like, oh no, I'm probably like 18, 19. Damn, it was a long time ago. But like, I didn't understand nutrition in like facts and what they were like, what was in Raisin. Niggas all fiber. I'm popping like 4 or 5 boxes a day, nigga. Not boxes, but bowls a day.
Yeah.
I was fucked up. Like, it's not. You're not supposed to do that. It was a reason they advertised the fiber to the commercials at older adults and like, yeah, take this to be healthy. Nigga, I'm sitting in the room playing Xbox and shit, knocking back 4 or 5 bowls of Raisin Bran Crunch and wondering like, damn, I'm lactose intolerant. No, nigga, it's the fiber.
Yep. Stomach is over there doing the pirouette.
Nigga,
Yeah,
swanton bombing, nigga. Like, goddamn.
Speaking of fiber, Father's Day is coming up, and what better way to celebrate your father than buying him a tactical bath? That's right, folks, a tactical bath, something where he can hide 3 assault rifles, 2 tons of ammunition. Let him bathe in the face of justice. Let him bathe through the face of liberty. Let him bathe in the bubbles of freedom. That's right, buy a tactical bath.
Jesus Christ.
You can tell that one came off the rip because he started stumbling at the end. That one was not. That was
Code
not
WAV.
predetermined.
Code WAV.
He's shooting.
No.
He's a shooter that's shooting.
No. This is now I now understand how LeBron be looking at J.R. Smith like, I know you can make the shot, nigga, but we gotta shoot that right now.
He
Like,
said,
goddamn.
He said, "How do you not know the situation? Look at the clock."
This man off the hip with the American Father's Day ad. Jesus Christ, bro.
We gotta
It was
pander to
the-
all of them, man.
It was the ammunition. Grand Theft Auto.
That was definitely ammunition. And hopefully, I hope one of them niggas hear this shit. And so you can do an ad for GTA. Could you imagine nigga Hero doing an ad for GTA, bro?
It's still
Like, give him the freedom to do that shit.
Hey, he'll say some wild ass shit. It's still in production, so he can definitely probably still do it.
Nick,
Put me in a radio show.
GTA. Get my man Hero on one of the radio ads. He can do it, and this nigga will do it for free.
Or NPC. Well,
No.
A little
we ain't
money.
doing nothing.
Can we get a little money? Can we at least? Can I at least plug the show in the game? We got bro. You were a bad agent, bro. Like, God.
I was waiting for everybody to catch on. It got quiet, and niggas processed what I said. Everybody was like, "Hey, hold on, nigga, free." Hell no.
Wait a minute. As Hero's official agent, we ain't doing nothing.
Actually, you're right. Nothing free. Send us early copies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me at least plug the show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely put this man in GTA. I think that'd be fucking.
Damn,
fun.
bitch, just stepped on my shoe. Don't you hear me listening to this podcast? I could do the NPCs. Get out my way, bitch. I'm walking here. All right, I can do it.
Wait, they in Miami. Where the fuck that New Jersey accent come from?
I don't know, man. The tourist, bro. Tourist, man.
Oh, that'd be fucking fire. Okay. Men's Money in the Bank match. Well, we got Seth, we got Penta, we have Grande Fabricano, whatever that nigga's name is.
El Grande Americano, man. The second greatest luchador.
El Grande Cappuccino. El Grande Frappe. Oh no, 1750, nigga. Like, what do you want from me?
It probably is around 17.
We got. Damn, I'm drawing a blank.
What everybody saying?
LA Knight was in this match.
Yeah.
And
Solo Sikoa.
The funniest thing on the planet right now.
Oh
Solo,
my god, bro.
Comedic Solo? Jesus Christ, bro. He's killing
He
it.
found his bag. He found his bug.
Y'all don't want to know what I was thinking. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna sound fucked up, but
That he's so funny he's gonna get fired next.
No, I was like,
Oh,
that's
thank
why
God.
No.
That nigga fought too. He ain't going nowhere.
I said, oh, that's why they got rid of R-Truth.
Oh.
Bro, did you see what he was doing throughout the match, bro? He might have. I ain't gonna say
SmackDown. Like,
I mean, just the last 2 months or so.
Solo is in his bag, bro. Yeah. Solo is in his bag.
When he did the Penta Cero Miedo, bro, I popped, bro. I was like, this nigga is different.
He did everyone's emote.
Yeah, he did the walk.
Yeah, he did the walk. The Gable, yes, like he's
it's
different.
Americano C. 2 different people.
Who?
You sound like Michael Cole, like. Which
you did say that.
Which their banter was funny as hell. Where Barrett was like, I could tell they're different by their nipples.
he's like, wait,
yeah, I said, bro, what? He's like, what?
And it's funny.
He said, how you looking at somebody's nipples? He said, I study wrestling. I do research,
bro. It's so funny because I literally almost tweeted that the other week, and I was like, "Oh no, those nipples look different." I'm telling you,
nipples are different. Could you imagine a nigga? Could you imagine going backstage or back in the locker room and like somebody's like, "I'm watching tape." It's like, "Oh, yeah, you got on Hogan and Macho Man. What you? That's good power slam." No. The nipples is different. Wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
Looking at nipples.
The size of the areolas and whatnot.
Niggas too freaked out for me. Niggas too freaked out. Not over here. I did enjoy the fact that they jumped that man Seth immediately.
Oh yeah, as they should. That was a good spot.
Fuck him up. What is he doing out here? He ain't supposed to be with y'all. Jump him now. Also, Seth wrestling the foams, absolutely crazy. Wrestling in foam posits is insane. There's no give, no bend, no nothing. Bunions for days, nigga.
I don't even know how he got them. I can't remember when those dropped. Are they even out yet?
They dropped last year. Yeah,
so he been holding on to it for a whole year. The copper foams. It's crazy.
Probably.
Yeah, the copper fit was crazy. Nice.
The copper fit was fire.
Dripped out.
That shit was fire.
I tweeted. I text Hero too. I was like, "Go Copper Ranger." And that's exactly what he looked like.
The match was fire. A lot of shenanigans in this match as well.
I'm just doing. You'll choose a picture. So that's why I'm doing it.
That's not gonna make the cut, nigga. That will not make the cut. This nigga, you gonna choose a picture. He wants that to be his thumbnail. Niggas would definitely click.
I'm giving you options,
bro. He been licking the briefcase for the last 30 seconds.
It's been weird.
I'd say 2 minutes.
And no, I don't need it. I'm putting the visuals out. They gonna see this nigga licking his briefcase.
Cool.
Pause. That sounds crazy.
Hey. Is it
South? Whose man's this is?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Did we like the ankle lock spot? Chad Gable got Seth hanging upside down.
Grande
goddamn ankle lock. You know what? As my favorite barber once said, if his mama named him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. And my
favorite
soul,
barber?
He doesn't have a barber that's ever said that. It's a line from Coming to America.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I knew he was going. As soon as he said my favorite bar, I was like, I know exactly where he's going.
In this match, though, we saw Seth call the squad, the Bronze. He calls out the Bronze. I don't think we got a name for him yet, so I'm just calling him.
The Bronze? Why he wearing bronze?
The Bronze. Yeah. Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how. At this moment, I was like, there's no need for them to be out here, but they're going to do what they do anyway and just destroy shit. And that they did. Braun Breaker splits fucking Chad Gable in half immediately.
Grande
and then
Americano.
we see Andrade take one of the...
Say his
Braun
name.
Breaker spears Grande Cappuccino in half.
Say his name.
And Joe Hendry? Yeah, that's easy. He spears him in half. Bronson Reed fucking power bombs the shit out of Andrade, and they're just going to goddamn Warpath. I'm pretty sure somebody else got speared through the barricade.
That was
it Solo?
JC Mateo, I think.
Oh yeah, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, because at this point, Solo's people come out. We got JC and Jacob, and JC gets speared through the goddamn barricade, and fucking Jacob Fatu does one of these nastiest fucking pop-up Samoan drops on Bronson Reed. Like,
can we all right? Can we have a progress report real quick on JC?
mm-hmm.
Can we check the temperature about how we all feeling, because we all haven't had the chance to like really talk about it.
3 weeks in?
Yeah,
we don't get a nigga a grace period.
I'm saying
it's only been 3 weeks.
I'm just saying it's a progress report. That's it. It's just a progress report. It's midterms right now. How are we feeling on them? Because I'm not liking it.
You're giving a midterm in 3 weeks? See, I would never take your class. I would never take. You got me fucked up.
Look, all I'm saying is based on these couple weeks, I'm not liking it, and the reason I'm not liking it is because this dude has no screen presence. He just stands there. He doesn't even stand there looking intimidating like a bodyguard should. He doesn't look like how Fatu looked or how Solo looked or anybody else. He just looks there like dumbfounded. And he looks like a Goomba standing next to Baby Bowser. He
see, you know, I was gonna say like the thumbs and Spy Kids.
Yeah,
like he just henchman. Like you're just there. Like
would you say he's the Chris Statlander to Solo's Mercedes Moné?
Absolutely. What? No, I don't even. I don't even understand the comparison. And Chris Statlander can wrestle. And she knows how to sell with her face. His problem is he doesn't know how to sell with his face. Like even in the backstage scenes where it's like Solo's just talking to him, he's just looking. He's like he's not reacting to the jokes. He's not reacting to when he was getting called husky, his face wasn't reacting. He was just literally just there. And it's like, a nigga just called you fat, bro. Like look angry or something. Like Solo's talking to him and he's just like, yeah. It's just my progress report, he cannot sell with his face. The in-ring stuff is fine. He needs to update his goddamn wardrobe, but maybe he should have went to NXT. I don't know. But the facial expressions is not hitting.
What I think you're describing is, it's like, because we watch like New Japan, they don't have to do that. They just come in and just, beef up and muscle and wrestle, and like you don't have to worry about faces. So when you're talking about him, I'm thinking about everything you're saying, and it's just because like him coming from New Japan, where you don't really care about the theatrics as much, he just doesn't know how to do it, right? To where even if he went to like NXT, where he could have like got his acting chops up, or even went to AEW, where you have much more camera time, to where you could have got something in there.
He worked in AEW a little bit. He had a match against.
But like, I mean, as like a not like a
fully signed or nothing,
a New Japan talent, like an actual AEW talent.
Right.
He definitely needs to work on like just reacting to like
crease your eyebrows, nigga. Like, goddamn, like do something. Like,
yeah, it's
wrinkle your nose, bro. Like
it's all glazed,
bro. It's all. He looks like he's just high, just looking at the fucking chalkboard or something.
It's like weekend at Bernie's. It's like, are you alive right now?
Emote, bro. Like, goddamn.
I meant Camille. I think that's her name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay,
that's what I meant.
Got you.
But I forgot because it was Statlander and
this
they had
Statlander. Everybody, we about to flip this goddamn table.
My fault.
Not my alien. No.
Like, who are you talking about?
I had to go do my Googles. I was like, I know.
Every night is Saturday night, nigga. What you talking?
I was like, I know what I'm talking about. I was like, maybe I got the name fucked up, but I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, Camille. There was multiple episodes where she was just looking and just like
had nothing.
Look intimidating. Like
she needed. But it is different because, like, with Camille, even like she has a stature. Like she's big, bulky. We know you're the bodyguard. When it comes to Mateo, it's like you're short stature and you have no like intimidation.
No, the thumb from Spy Kids is a perfect example. Like he looks like a walking potato who got hit with the confused ray from Pokemon. He looks stunned.
Calls nigga a side duck,
bro. Like. In the fighting games, when you see the stars and the characters just dazed,
Oh fuck. Okay, the progress report is a little harsh. It
Emote.
has been 3 weeks. It has been 3 weeks. I will say yes. He definitely needs to have some kind of facial expressions or something, just because that's what WWE's production style is. We need you to have some emotional range somewhere, bro.
Solo's giving you comedy gold, and you're just standing there. It's terrible. Like you're next to gold right now.
Yeah.
I know what
Who called him like his son or something like that? Like this, like your kid, something like that.
R-Truth.
Never.
You called him Husky.
I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. The problem is they went to him talking too fast. Because we knew Solo had some character in NXT. When he came up, he wasn't doing no talking. He was standing there. He had a grimace on his face always. He was ready to thumb anybody at any time. When Jeff Cobb arrived, he looked menacing for the first week. He was just a short, thick nigga with big ass chest and shoulders. He beat LA Knight up in his pants. He wrestled LA Knight in jeans. That. And you're like, oh shit, this thing is different. And then like the next week he started talking. And as soon as he starts talking, he doesn't look or sound intimidating anymore. And then he's not giving you anything when he's talking.
Well, it's not even when he's talking is what I'm talking about. Like there's been multiple moments where he's not talking and like he's not doing anything with his face. He looks like a blank canvas. It just is like you need.
And that's what I'm saying. If he didn't talk, if he had no emotion, and he was just beating niggas up off the rip, then he would come across the way he's supposed to come across. But the problem is that's too similar to how Solo was when Solo first came in. So you can't do. It's like recasting the same character to do the same thing, and we're supposed to act like this ain't Aunt Viv. You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but like that doesn't negate when there's plenty of moments where he's just standing there and he's still not doing anything. Like even if he never talked, he looks like he's empty. He looks like he's in the sunken place. He's literally just staring. Like he's not like there's three of us talking right now. When one of us says something a little crazy, one of our face twitches, like we react to what we're hearing. He doesn't react to anything that he's hearing at all.
Right. And if he was just doing that, not reacting, but he was beating the fuck out of niggas for 3 weeks, he would be menacing. Because you wouldn't know how to take him. You wouldn't know how to.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. He's not reacting. Bro, he looks like there's no soul in his body. He's not reacting. It's not even... he's just there. I'm hearing what you're saying. You're not wrong. I'm just saying the nigga's not... He's just there. He's not reacting to anything that he's hearing. Like, you could say dinner time and he'll just turn around and just walk. Like, he's just like... He's not...
I said dinner time. He just turned around and just.
He's not reacting to anything.
Oh fuck! When I find this character I'm thinking about, bro, I'm gonna send it to the group chat because he's describing a character that I just don't know what it is right now. Like he's just here for the ride, bro.
Man, get your paycheck, bro. But you need to do. You gotta start doing stuff with your face. Pause.
So, Seth Rollins
just gave like 13 faces. He can't do that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Anyway, carry
on. Seth wins Money in the Bank, right? We see the briefcase goes to Seth. He's on the fireball ladder. They give it to him. Immediate thoughts: he didn't need it. He does not need the belt or the briefcase at all
for any reason.
For no reason. I know what they're going to do here, or no, I don't know, but I have speculation. I have thoughts. It's going to be the Seth promo where I got this briefcase. I can challenge anybody whenever I want. Yada yada. Like just the threat of targeting whoever. The thing is that like we mentioned earlier, we don't think Seth is going to have a successful cash in. Why? He's in backstabbed a little too many people, a little too many higher ups for that to happen. because at one point I thought Punk was going to come in to stop him. I thought for sure we were going to hear Cult of Personality, CM Punk was come in there and just crashes, him getting the briefcase. That didn't happen. So Punk's still out there. Second, at some point, you got to run into Chief. And we ain't seen Chief since Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
I thought
Like,
Roman's music was going to play. I didn't expect him to be there. I just thought Roman's music would play, or something would happen to that effect, or even CM Punk's music. Like, I didn't expect him to come out. I just expected the music to pop, and for him to be distracted on the yeah. Like, I didn't expect him to win it. I feel bad for LA Knight, man. That's just nigga went
3 years in a row, bro.
Yeah,
3 years in a row. Like, and that's a testament to how dope LA Knight is that he hasn't won, and he's had the opportunity 3 years in a row. He's still like semi relevant. He hasn't completely died the fuck out. However, bro, Jesus Christ, we got to do something for the guy. I don't like Money in the Banks going to people that don't need them.
yeah.
I didn't really agree with Drew getting it last year, or at least the way Drew spent it last year, and then Seth gets it this year. Seth is already over. Like, build the new star.
Yeah.
Like, give me something else.
Well, they're doing it for storyline purposes. Same reason why Drew got it last year.
Right, but the storyline doesn't have to revolve around the titles, though, either.
Well,
Like, you still have a good storyline without the title being involved.
I mean, if Seth is cosplaying the Tribal Chief, then yes, it does revolve around the title.
I mean, for him to cosplay, he would have to start doing like the
Have to
stage
not-
routines, have to show up to work.
Work less.
I mean,
and
honestly, I mean, he was on the show every single hour of SmackDown. Never seen that.
Yeah. Go ahead, get your shit off. It's the same routine though. You got Paul Heyman, you got two niggas, and you're talking about power and taking over the WWE. It is the same routine.
Roman never talked about that.
I want all the gold. What's all the gold? All the stroke, all the money, all the cachet. What is that? What do you call that? Those are all synonyms for what word?
He's already he wants the power. Yeah, no, okay. But there besides Paul Heyman, they're not being booked the same whatsoever.
Not yet.
Seth is getting his
Not
hands
yet.
dirty,
And nor do I don't.
Like
I don't think they will, but there are similarities for sure.
he's threaded throughout the entire show. He's not having someone else carry the storylines for him because he's actually carrying the storylines. I don't.
Yeah, this may be true, but he is in a faction with the most powerful motherfuckers. Has Paul Heyman. There are comparisons.
Yeah, there's
He
comparison.
wants to be top dog. Says everybody, like, he wants to respect. Told the people to acknowledge him. These are things that has happened. There are similarities.
I mean, that was a jab, but yeah.
I mean, sing his song and acknowledge me. Pretty much the same thing.
They're used for the same thing. Yeah.
The exact same purpose.
Yeah.
You
just Versace bloodline.
He just
it's okay.
Versace Dior.
Bloodline didn't.
That's what it is.
They didn't create having a faction with two people in a manager. Like I don't understand.
It's not that someone created it or didn't create it. It's that this nigga bitched and complained for 4 years only to turn around and then start off the same exact way. That's all. That's my piece. Call it what you want. That's my piece. I'm sticking to it until he does something different.
He tried to threaten a good friend.
That's also part
and
of
it didn't work out, and he still packed Sammy the fuck out.
Right, and it's also part of the story that eventually he's semi-turning into Roman the thing that he hated.
Yeah, that's all we're saying.
Yeah.
No.
That's it.
That's not what you said. You said he's cosplaying, but they're being booked completely different.
Okay.
Point being is that this story doesn't need the belt. We've already seen the story or similar-esque of this story with the belt. I think that you could have gave it to LA Knight, and that would have been a different thread that you could have tied down later.
Right.
I'm not saying LA Knight had to cash in, but Seth doesn't need it.
Seth doesn't need it, but you could also make the argument for Naomi. Naomi technically doesn't need it. She's a 3-time champion. I understand that, and I also too wanted LA Knight to win. For me, it was either LA Knight or Seth, and I said that last week as well. The
Mhm.
thing is, when you break it all down, those were the two best choices. The thing with LA Knight is he's a face, and you're not gonna have a baby face cash in on another baby face, so he's not gonna cash in on Jay.
Right.
And assuming Cena keeps this until he retires, then that's a baby face holding onto a briefcase for multiple months, just not doing anything with it. Then you got to tell the story of why isn't LA Knight not doing anything with it? Because typically, that's not what you would do with a baby face.
Right.
Question.
Yes,
So does this mean then, since you said that LA Knight you don't want a babyface cash in on another babyface, are you telling me that Jay Uso is going to beat Gunther on Monday?
I mean I would assume so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they're running two heel champions. I
At,
don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean,
at some point,
they could. I mean,
they very well could.
because Seth could cash in on.
Sammy's right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
like,
just saying,
would
typically
you
you
run
wouldn't.
two heel champions
Oh yeah,
over like the way Jay is running right now? Like Jay's like is booming. Like every fucking he's an attraction.
Yeah.
Like
And at some point,
I'm not sacrificing that for Gunther just yet.
he's going to drop it.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm not going to start that I want to see him drop it because I don't necessarily want to do that. But if Heroes logic, wrestling logic is you don't want to have a face cash in on a face, and we know he's not cashing in on John Cena because John Cena still has to do his going home tour, and whatever the fuck John Cena wants to do, like do whatever.
Right, John Cena's booking his final tour.
Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So. Then you're telling me that Jey Uso is for sure going to beat Gunther then based on that logic. And we just watched Jey Uso go through 4 or 5 matches. And now he took I don't know how much we were paying attention to the tag match, but he was getting his motherfucking ass beat the whole match. Yeah. Like he couldn't get out it was like putting a difficulty on like rookie and then putting the opponent in the other corner and just tagging in and out and beating him up until he was blinking red and about to pass out. Like that's what they did to Jey Uso.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Them niggas had a Looney Tune can they get along argument in the middle of the goddamn match about this nigga's over there crawling to Cody for the hot tag. Like, nigga. God, get up, Jay. Get up, nigga.
Right. But that's also part of the. I mean,
I don't know.
We're not exactly on that match yet, but or we can get to it if you guys want. But yeah, I feel like that's also part of the story. Like the last week or so, they've been like, Jay, it seems like you're taking on a lot of stuff. Like you're getting hit from all different angles. It's the can this new champion bear the weight? Cody had a similar storyline, but I feel like him getting his ass whooped and him retaining against Gunther will make him look strong and incredible because he's been getting his ass whooped the last 2 weeks and he still survived Gunther. And then they'll probably tease Seth cashing in, and then that's when Seth or Sammy and Punk will come out probably for Monday.
Oh, there was definitely some interference happening in that match. That will not be a straight up match.
Why does Seth need to cash in on whoever has the belt when he was the inaugural champion and the person to hold it damn near the longest at first? Why does he even need the briefcase? If he's in the position that he's in, he should just be able to step up and challenge whoever has the belt.
Well, he did that after he won Mania. He challenged Jay and he lost that match. So technically, it is back to the line. But again, like as Seth as a character, no, he doesn't technically need it. And you can make that like we said the same thing about Rhea. Like we can make that argument about a lot of people, but they're doing this particularly for whatever story they're trying to tell with him gaining power and they'll CM Punk and all this other shit. And I don't think they wanted to put it on LA Knight only because of the not cashing in on a babyface and then whatever Cena's doing with his final tour. And it's kind of awkward to have a babyface. Not saying that you can't book it. It's just it hasn't been done yet. It's just kind of it's awkward to have a babyface just hold on to it something and not like because usually babyfaces, not all the time, but usually babyfaces, at least with the men, they will tell you I'm going to cash in now, or I'm going to cash in on this particular date. Like Big E and a couple, like maybe 2 other people were like the only like difference. But even Big E was like, I'm going to cash it in tonight. Even though he still snuck up from behind, he said he was going to state it or he stated that he was going to do it. So maybe that's why they were like, well, we don't want to put it on a babyface, and then everyone else didn't make any sense. So we're going to put it on the person that has this particular big story, similar to with Drew last year. He had a big story that involved all this other shit, so they put it on him.
I think with the way you're telling it, it kind of aligns with how I think too. Is that like when it comes to baby faces with the briefcase, you lose heat the longer that you hold it and you don't use it. Like with heels, it's like they have the briefcase, they're gonna fucking pump fake anytime they want to, and they're still gonna maintain that asshole like persona. Like when a babyface has, you kind of lose like just steam or hope in like who the hell, like, are you really gonna do it? Like, you're not as like peak as you were when you first had it. So as you carry it, you just lose more and more steam because you're just not using it. To where the heels, we know that you're gonna do some fuck shit. We just don't know when it's gonna happen. So we're anticipating you already like doing something crazy. So I agree with the aspect of a heel having it. I just don't agree with Seth Rollins in this particular aspect.
Right.
Where if you're gonna do it, give it.
The other heel was Grande Americano.
I know. I can't believe I'm going to say this shit. But if that was the case, give it to Grande Americano. Like
that's what I was
Solo, but Solo's tied with the. He's going to be tied with the. He's going to be tied with the US.
Ugh, that sounded terrible to say. Ugh, I'd have fucking lost it, bro. You wouldn't. Fuck.
Can you imagine that it being a red, white, and blue briefcase with a luchador mask on?
Nah, nigga, I would have came in something crazy. I would have came in this pod and flipped this whole goddamn table over. Americano wins the goddamn briefcase in LA.
Yeah.
While they got shit going on in LA right now, I would have flipped this bitch over, bro.
It would have been. It would have been called.
I would have flipped this shit out.
Dinero en el banco. Dinero en el banco.
Nah, good call on them not giving that to Grande or fucking Chad.
You're gonna keep slipping that in there. Pause.
If Grande won and Grande was Chad, let's just say Grande was Chad or Chad was Grande, and then Grande won the briefcase, and then eventually he forgot to play the character, and it's like, oh, it's actually Chad. That would have been a fun story. I could have seen that.
Did you see my tweet? Did you see that?
I don't know. Is that what you
tweeted
said?
that?
Is that what you said?
Yes, nigga.
I just did DT's tweet. Then it would have been. It would have been. I could have saw it.
I would have Chad with the briefcase. I'm all for it.
So I literally.
But in order for him to have it, he has to be Grande with the briefcase, and I would have hated that.
Listen, this is what I wrote. It was at 5:51 p.m. I said I would love to see El Grande win. Then Chad forgets to keep the bid up and shows up with the case, gets disqualified, and then the match happens again without Gable at Night of Champions.
Okay, yeah, erase that last part, but yeah, that's why he's the quick Miller. I said exactly what he said, just not that last part. I don't like that last part. Don't restart the match. But I wouldn't be mad at what happened if what DT said.
Yeah, like he wins the briefcase as El Grande Americano.
And he just slowly starts forgetting that like he's supposed to be Grande, and then the fuck?
He shows up with the briefcase, walks in with the briefcase. Hey, that would be hilarious. And then the luchador mask ends up in the briefcase because he has nowhere else to carry it.
And great. Chad would have deserved it. Like I think Chad is when Sammy had his turn and Sammy and Chad was there backing up Sammy. We was like, "Now, man, like Chad deserves a shot." Like because Chad was fucking killing. He still is a fucking monster.
Yeah, please watch that Worlds Collide match, you guys. Like it was really,
I'm gonna check that
really
out.
good. Like it was really
because both of them is
like after seeing it, you would have been like, yeah, nah, like he should have been in this big match too. Chad is up. Chad's up.
Could you imagine? Like side tangent. Could you imagine if they like if Chad did a Noah run? Like you sent Chad over to Japan like for like a month. Like the shit that like he would be dumb over in fucking Japan.
Yeah,
not saying he's not over now, but like I think Chad would be one of the ones for sure.
Yeah, I could see a Japan run. That'd be dope, honestly.
Like, Cody, Jay, Logan, Cena. I really didn't want to watch this match. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't want to watch this bitch at all, but I did because we have a job to do.
It was fire.
It was surprisingly extremely good.
That boy showed out again. Listen, I know, but in the ring,
I'm gonna just hate on purpose. I don't care how good the nigga was. I'm just gonna hate.
see, that's unnecessary. You can't separate the art from the artist.
Are we talking about Logan?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a callback, but it was
Yeah, no. I just want to make sure I'm caught up. I see both sides.
Yeah. Everybody else is straight. Cody, Cena, Jay, cool. It's just that right there. I don't like how you got this match. And you just do a moonsault to the apron or to the outside table. Oh, he can do flips. Now we like flips. That nigga.
Nah, see, if a nigga would have did that in the other promotion, he would have lost his shit.
If it was Logan Paul in the other promotion, I'd still be the same nigga. That's who I am, nigga. Fuck that nigga.
That's cap. Don't call it cap on that nigga. Don't call it cap.
Okay. My first note was like, I do hate how OG fans, real fans, are being priced out of like Cena's retirement tour. Because every time he comes out, it's like this is the last time you're gonna see this nigga, bro. Like this is it. And I'm sitting like, there's somebody out there who really wants to see it, but they can't afford it. But I just hate the fact that like this is just what it is, bro. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Cena comes out.
He was in Bakersfield. I don't know if you guys ever been through Bakersfield or driven through Bakersfield, but Cena showing up at Bakersfield, a little undeserving. I think there's fans that are still able to see. It's a dangerous place. It's very scary. It's like the Detroit of California.
That's crazy. Detroit's not crazy.
It used to be.
Detroit's not dangerous.
You got to be careful about
satire.
That's crazy.
Parody, satire. Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt me.
Niggas start copying, please.
Please don't hurt me.
These are jokes. I'm a fictional
and even if it wasn't Bakersfield, them tickets was still fucking high. They probably it was like $280, $300 to get in for the nosebleeds and whatnot.
Well, like, you know how we know they were high? Because WWE set another gate record.
He's not wrong.
I'm low key tired of hearing that, but they also low key keep doing it. So it's kind of what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do about it?
They keep doing it. Niggas keep buying the tickets, so they're gonna keep saying it.
Bro, it's
fucked up.
They have fucking Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian front row,
nigga,
and I don't even think they paid.
Topanga was
right behind them.
Yeah, I saw her.
But get the camera off them niggas. Like the fuck. I don't like it, bro. Slowly but surely, UFC fight, bro. It's happening in real time.
Yeah, with the ads, you worried about the prices. I'm worried about the ads because I'm never going to a live event unless it's in Portland. So, hey,
I'm not gonna lie. The first part of the match felt a little slow to me. And then overall, like, it's okay, bro. Like, I'm gonna let y'all handle this one because I really wasn't like too enthused. So, what do y'all have to say about the match?
Okay, I'll go first. I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, just like me. Cool.
I was. Wait, you don't hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, well, I was confused. All right, I was pleasantly surprised because there was a point in time where, in the beginning of the match, I was starting to set up for the show. I was like, I don't really want to watch this either. But then I actually sat down for a bit, and then that's when they started cooking. We do see the Goofy Looney Tunes spot. I kind of rolled my eyes at that, but Yeah, no, I thought Cena and Logan worked well together. Obviously, Cody, like it's been a while since we've seen him, and he was working well. There was a spot where he was attacking both him and Logan, and like he had a really quick ass power slam that looked nice. We had the moonsault from Logan on the table. We get the surprise because at some point it's like where the shenanigans are gonna like when is the shenanigans going to happen? So we do get a ref bump, and then Cena hits Cody with the title and whatnot. But then we get a person shows up out of nowhere, in a hoodie attacking Cena. Turns out it's Truth. Or
Whoa.
What?
I was just gonna talk about the drone spot. The drone spot.
Oh yeah, the drone spot.
The drone suplex was
That
hard.
was that was fire.
I will
bruh.
give that. That was cool.
The drone
You get one.
POV. The drone POV. That was fire.
All right, you can take it from
You
here.
can't
You get
say-
one cool point.
No, I was just that just was it. I was just
Oh, I
you
mean,
can't say that.
You could fit. I'm just saying you could finish it. Finish. Just finish the match.
Oh no, you were cutting out a little bit. That's why he was looking kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry. Yeah, no, that spot with the I don't even know what the fuck happened. Was it a suplex? A super
It was a
suplex off
superplex.
the into the Uso splash, all from the drone POV. That was hard. I'm sorry. That,
That
was
was dope.
fire. That was fire. But yeah, I mean, Hero already kind of talked about it, right? John Cena gets the belt, hits Cody with the belt, and he's going to turn around and celebrate, show the belt, and then we get some random guy in a black hoodie and what appeared to be black Air Forces. And at first I was like, I'm bloodline trauma. You know what I'm saying? For the last 4 years, I'm like, all right, what Pacific Islander is this that is showing up to help Jay or whatever the case? Maybe it's Jimmy or something. And my Jazz goes, it's R-Truth. And I was like, what? I was like, it ain't R-Truth. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then fucking pulls the hoodie down, pulls the shicey off, and it's fucking Ron Killings. It's R-Truth. And I looked at her, and she was like, yeah, you didn't hear me? Like, I said it was going to be R-Truth. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's fucking
Tapped in.
R-Truth.
Tapped in.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Jazz. Shout out to
Jazz me
Jazzy for that.
down.
It was the
Jazz
black
me
ass
up.
ankle that gave it away. I
Yeah.
saw a black ankle. I was like, what black man gets this position to attack John Cena? Nobody. Nobody. No, there is nobody in this world black that I'm like, who's going to attack John Cena? Who the hell is it going to be?
You said not if Triple H is booking? Is that what you said?
I didn't say that. You said that, but I'm just saying that in this world, if it was a white ankle, I'd have been thrown for a loop. I would have had no idea. It could have been anybody. It could have been fucking Jeff Hardy. But I was like, because there's only one person. Fucking truth. Somebody said Travis, and I was like, I better not see Travis Scott.
He
I
looked,
did
attack
think
John Cena.
he
Yep.
looked too thick for that. Too much muscle. He looked bigger. I don't know. How do you want me to say it? Pause it. Fuck.
Hey.
Pause.
like
There was more girth.
hey, like look
There you go. Is that better?
Hey, now you just overdoing it. Let it relax, nigga. Goddamn.
I saw veins in the
Like,
ankle.
like Logan Paul said, like Logan Paul's theme song. Hey yo! Yeah, you're doing way too much.
Way too much.
I'm very humble.
R-Truth is here. My first note was R-Truth is back. The world is healed. We saw that there was We Want Truth chants at the AAA show. We saw that there's We Want Truth chants at SmackDown and Raw.
Yep.
We Want Truth inside the comments. We Want Truth was everywhere.
It was threaded throughout this show as well. Every match had a We Want Truth chant. Every match, I counted.
And they were like, the verbiage was he said we didn't think Truth came back. Truth couldn't come to an agreement with us or something like that. I think that's what Cole had said. Now I was sitting there, I was like, nah, not buying it for me. I don't think y'all value how popular Truth actually is. Like, Truth is the staple that everybody can like relate to, because in some form or fashion, you feel that Truth is a embodiment of maybe somebody in your family, maybe somebody that you know, like maybe it's a part of you. Like, Truth just connects with everybody. I think that motherfucker was over. He is over, and I think when he got out, and Truth was like saw the offers that he was getting, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be just fine." because Truth was gonna get paid the fuck out, and I hope he got paid the fuck out this next go around too, because you deserve it.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of a multitude of things. It wasn't just the chance. It wasn't just it being a top 10 trending topic for a week for the IWC. It wasn't just the people who are currently in the locker room and at other promotions, like in their comments and their responses to it. And even though we didn't like Bishop Dyer's full comments of what he said on Busted Open, it wasn't just that as well. And like how he tried to snide WWE a little bit there. I think it was a combination of everything. And the consistency of the fans, for them to really see what it was. Like, there's no way I can't see I can't see it being a work based on those factors. And then too, like, when people, like, we saw it earlier in February and a little bit in March, but when other people got released, it was not the same response. It just was not. Like, yeah, people would be like, oh my God, I can't believe so-and-so. Oh my God, I can't believe this person got cut or getting released. But it was like, here today, gone the next week. And so now, and I wanted to add this because it just popped up on the timeline. But now someone who I'm not going to say their name is attempting to start a We Want Coda hashtag. So there's that as well.
It's funny. Well, not funny, but it's like when Truth got released, they immediately
Okay, wait, he didn't get released. They said he wasn't going to renew his contract.
Okay, not released. They weren't going to extend his contract. His contract wasn't going to be renewed. His shirt disappears.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit sucks.
We don't see the merch, which doesn't really happen like that. Like normally, like, okay, they're about to not extended. The merch stays up. So I was like, well, why the fuck did the shirt get taken down? And that was kind of weird. Then we see that he had tweeted it out that he wasn't getting extended or whatnot. And that was the first time I seen like an actual talent get ahead of, the dirt sheets, before we heard it from SRS or whoever that we get our information from about the releases. And so maybe did he like breach a contract by saying that early? Like normally they don't talk about it like that. We don't hear it until afterwards, like till they get on CVV or whatever interviews they want to do. And they talk about, oh, this is why I was released and whatnot. So I was like, maybe he like breached the contract and like pulled his fucking shit and whatnot. But then just seeing like the outcry from like the fans and everybody else, like DT said, like Truth is he's just different, bro. Like that guy is. I was on TikTok and people who don't even talk about wrestling was doing videos about Truth. Like I have never seen anything like that. It goes up there with Kofi Mania, Finish the Story, We Want Truth. That fan ran things that just you cannot deny, like at all.
And I think it's a reputation thing too. Like as much as like part of Bishop Dyer's comments was ass, like I think his point that he was trying to make in conjunction with the response on social media from the people who are currently in the locker room and at other promotions, they're like, oh yeah, it's like you have that lovable, like you said, that lovable cousin or that lovable uncle. Like they show up to the family function. You can't control what they gonna say or what they do, but you love them because they bring light and love. They bring a good time to the party. And even if like when their presence isn't there, it's missed. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
What is it?
Truth is the Udonis has him to the Heatles. He's you gotta keep him here. You gotta keep. He's peak culture. You cannot do this without him. You gotta keep him here. And people would take a pay cut to keep him here. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody was backstage like, yo, like take a little piece out of mine and give it to Truth, like because he's that important to that locker room.
You just try to pull on my heat strings. I respect it.
I like the comparison.
I mean, it's accurate. It's accurate.
It was.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah, like he may not get a lot of burn. He may not be the most important person to y'all, but to us, we can't do this shit without him.
Yeah.
So shout out to Truth being back. I'm happy that he's back where he wants to be. Hopefully, like I said, he got paid, get paid. Also, name change, not Truth. Ron Killings.
They Peter Rosenberg mentioned the look in his eyes, and on the post show, he said that wasn't our Truth. He said that was Ron Killings. He had a very serious look in his eyes. So I don't know if they told him to say that, or if that's them like trying to build story out of their fuck up, which obviously they would probably try to do that. But I think that's the case. And right now, if you look on WWE Shop, it's Ron Killings merch. It's not our Truth merch. The Ron Cena shirt is back, which is fire. But yeah.
Yes, it's definitely Ron Killings. That's kind of crazy. Shop Ron Killings. You think like in your next negotiations or your next contract, you're like, hey, I want my merch to be in my name? So would you put that past Truth?
No, I mean, he's been in the business long enough. I know he comes off as like this lovable oaf, but he's been in the business like long enough to know what's right and what's wrong, know how to get his money. Like he might play a character that's an airhead or stupid, but the man to do something that well for that long, be that consistent, be ingrained in the culture and anywhere, it's impossible for someone to say they don't know what they're doing or how to work. So, yeah, no, I think maybe he wanted a character change, potentially. Maybe he was tired of doing the lovable oaf stuff and he wanted to be used more seriously. Not saying that was like the crux of like the negotiations or nothing, but maybe they reached back out. They was like, look, we fucked up. We want to make it right. We'll give you X. And then he was like, all right, but if y'all going to do that, I don't want to play the same character. Maybe I want to do this.
That's fair.
So
right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
You don't attack John Cena for free.
No. And that match was fire, bro. I'm sorry. That Saturday Night Live main event match, that was fire. John versus Ron, that was fire.
Yeah. All right. Numbers. Put a number on it. Out of 5. What we got?
There is one thing we didn't talk about.
Which was?
Jesus. Jacob Fatu saying, I hate you, Solo. And
we did talk about that.
And him officially turning, I guess you could say turning face, but officially. Yeah. After.
I didn't like the I hate you.
I like that he let the crowd finish it.
Yeah, it was going to come at some point. I thought it'd be.
But like in that moment, it was like you holding this nigga's ankle, looking up. Like, okay, I understood it was going to happen.
Yeah,
I just didn't like the way it happened.
Gotcha.
Especially Friday night, Solo was talking to JC, and Solo was talking about Jacob isn't smart, and he's he's just like a point and go get it guy. He don't have no tact. Yeah, so like.
And JC didn't do a single thing with his face here in any of that.
I couldn't even get the point off.
I'm sorry, there's a lag. That's not my fault. And you know what? His face was lagging too because he didn't react to shit. But go off. I'll let you land your plane. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
So for a number, I'm gonna go 3.25 overall. 3.25.
What you got, Hero?
I'll do 3.5. 3.5. 3.5. 3.8. 3.5. 3.5.
I'm right there. I think I'm at a 3.5. I think 3.5 was a solid show. I didn't have too many faults. I didn't not necessarily enjoy all the matches. I think the right people won. If you look at how the story's playing out and what they want to do. But yeah, overall, not bad at all. I have no issues. Before we get out of here, anything you guys want to go for chest? Anything that you feel you need to tell these people?
Put the word back out. That we back up. Put the word everywhere. Put the word on the streets. Rolling Gang, Rolling High, Rolling Knights, Rawolians. I don't know. Rolling Navy.
Rawolians.
All of them. All of it. I don't know which one's real. but all of it.
Would you? All right. All praise Seth Reigns.
I like that.
Put your twos in the sky.
No, that's stud line. We can't do that anymore.
You could put the
Oh yeah,
thumbs
they
in
all gone.
Yeah, they are all gone.
Yeah,
Peekaboo.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Peekaboo. All right. Yo, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for checking everything out. We will be back in the next one. We will catch y'all later. It's been real. Peace out.
Too sweet.
Believe in the wave.